Hi everyone, I'm Amber Bolsky, and I am doing a presentation today, informative, on the Ayem Cemani, which is a very rare exotic chicken. She is from Indonesia. They are known for their all blackness, inside and out. Their feathers, their skin, their organs, their bones, their eyes, their tongues, everything is black. This is due to a external extra fibroid that they have inside of them. When you butcher the chicken and you eat it, even their meat is black. They're said to be truly one of a kind. They came from Indonesia. As I said, they're renowned for all of their blackness. Today I'm going to explain the fibroids of them that affect the Ayem Cemani chicken, and why us breeders go towards the all black and try to keep such a good line of that. So why Ayem Cemani? Ayem Cemani is bred in Indonesia regionally. It's called the Lamborghini of the chicken. That's how rare it is. Very expensive. A baby chick, the day that it is born, is worth $250. The most stunning feature of the fibroid is this mutation of the Ayem Cemani. It's hyperpigmentation, and some of a full-grown chicken that has no white on any of its feathers, no leakage as they call, and everything is perfect, can range from $2,000 to $5,000. This chicken, her name is Black Betty, by the way. She is the grand champion of the National Mega Show. She beat out 78 birds in her class. The judge himself actually called that day and said that she was the most pristine specimen of Ayem Cemani that he had ever seen. So what causes this extra fibrentation? It is a EDN3 overactive. It spreads the black pigment in places that they don't normally go, results in the black skin, black feathers, tongue, the meat, the bones, and even the internal organs. This is why people are so fascinated with them. In Indonesia, people say that they have mystic powers that bring good luck. They are used in rituals and spiritual ceremonies. They're a symbol of power. Only the rich own them. Breeders and collectors worldwide love them for their rarity, their striking beauty. I think that people are extremely fascinated by them because they are so rare and it's sought after. Everybody wants what they can't have. So we show chickens in our family. We are the Tri-County Poultry Club for 4-H, and we breed these chickens. So what they have to be a show animal is to be in the APA, which is the American Poultry Association. You have to be an accepted breed, and the Ayem Cemanis are not yet accepted into this. We've worked very hard to try to get them into it. They have lots of rules. You have to propose a standard of perfection, basically saying you want 5 tips on their comb, you want them to be all black, you want them to be slender, athletic birds. They should have the sheen, they shouldn't have any broken feathers. They're supposed to be sporty and compact. So when you look at the standard of perfection on the other breeds, it'll tell you, I want their legs to be slate colored. I want them to be yellow. I want them to be, copper in their neck. And so that is your standard. So we have written a standard of perfection. We have jumped through all of the hoops, and hopefully in November in the Arkansas show, we will accomplish to have them added into the American Poultry Association standard of perfection. The significance of this is that you have to get the breed out there. You have to get people to breed for perfection and not just stick them in the backyard with some other random bird and do a whole bunch of mixed breeds and get ununique characteristics. You get away from the fibroid and you won't have those unique genetic characteristics of it. Like I said, in Indonesia, they are a symbol of a cultural status. They're used in traditional ceremonies. The chicken's bones are often seen and worn around people's necks. They're mystical, they're spiritual. So what we breed for is that pigmentation. So when I get a baby out of the incubator, first thing I check to make sure that all of their toenails are black, that there's no white on their toes or their feet. That's an automatic goal. Then I check for their mouth. I look at their tongue, and I'm looking for a slate gray tongue or black tongue, no pink whatsoever. I'm going to look in the roof of their mouth and make sure there's no pink, or pigmentation holes is what they call them. If so, those ones are just kind of sold for pets. It's very important to breed towards a standard of perfection and not go on breeding unqualities that you don't want in them. This is why the chicken is so rare. I can also say that after 4 years of working with this breed and hatching, it's very hard to get them to hatch correctly. I often have to help them out of the egg. You have to watch the humidity really high. If you get the humidity too high in the incubator, they drown in the egg. So a baby can get all the way to the end of the life cycle and ready to hatch out, and they will drown. So if you have it too dry, they'll get shrink wrapped and they die in the egg too. So this is part of the reason that it's pretty hard to get them out. We carefully select these genetics that are essential to preserve the unique traits of the Ayem Cemani chicken. We kind of want to maintain a genetic diversity above them. They have what's called a bottle brush. It's not really a sought after feather type. It's a more wiry type than the soft, elegant fire. It's not really desired towards our standard that we have proposed. It's a real challenge to find them and breed them because you have to find the quality genetics and stock from breeders that are in the U.S. since it's hard to import them from Indonesia. You have to be a very responsible breeder and stay informed with the practices. Reasonable breeding is crucial. You have to maintain the health and the quality of them. They do have a lot of health issues, especially as chicks. They, due to their extra fiber in their bones and their body and their skin, they need a lot of greens. They need a lot of B vitamins. It takes a lot. You hear humans say, well, if you don't have enough calcium, they pull it from your bones. Well, if they don't have enough B vitamins, they pull that. And the hyperpigmentation requires a lot of B vitamins. So we have to supplement their waters and their feed for several months with that. And then as adults, about once a week, I try to feed them some sort of green vegetable or put a little B vitamins in their water to help with that. You have to have a balanced nutritional diet, and that includes a lot of overall health with the B vitamins, yes. She needs at least 20% of protein. That helps with her growth, her egg production, and ensures her to be a healthy and productive chicken. When we house our chickens, we house them together. I have 3 main bloodlines that are in the U.S., and they are from Bearshot Acres and Candace Chandler, and then Alfred Hitchcock. It's his real name. I have a rooster from each of those lines, and I have sets of hens with them. When I select them for breeding, if I have a hen that is very thin and slender and I want her to be wider, then I'll put them with a cock that has a wider chest. I select them for those traits and put them with those cocks. So in these areas, they have to have anywhere from 5 to 10 square feet per 2 chickens that are in there. That way that they are not overbreeding them, they're not pulling out their feathers, not just living on top of each other in their feces. So you have to prevent them from disease. Chickens sometimes get lice or mites. They get worms, coccidiosis. You see it with foamy diarrhea poop, and it is a extreme problem because as soon as you get that, the chicken's almost always dead. So you have to hurry up and treat them. We vaccinate them for things. David and I are a part of the MPI for the state, which is the National Poultry Improvement, and we are also part of the conservation, trying to preserve the breed. We test them. The MPIP means that we test them for AI, which is the avian flu that is all over the world right now, and polarium. We go to shows and fairs and we test chickens and make sure that they are healthy and that they're not going to spread any disease to anybody else. The rarity and demand, I've kind of touched on that. They are striking and unique, so they're in a high demand. Everybody wants them. The market is, though, kind of, if you're in the bigger cities, you can get that to up to $5,000 for them. Part of our plan that we do is that we would like to breed quality birds and get them out there into the hands of 4-H kids so that they can show these animals and find the passion and love for, preserving a rare breed. And they can have that quality stock, and you're not going to get the standard to be accepted if we don't have quality stock. You can't just show up with a bird that's black and say it's an Ayem Cemani. It has to have all these standards of perfection. The prices are influenced by factors like age, the breeding quality, sometimes the overall market demand. You have to monitor that, track it. I know that after she won Grand Champion, our Facebook page blew up. Everybody wanted some of her chicks, some of her babies, because she was a champion, and so that meant suddenly we were in a high demand. It's very much an investment potential. You have to invest in the money to get the quality genetics to be able to breed forth the quality genetics. So, I mean, I'm a crazy chicken lady. They sometimes have such high fibro in them that even inside of there, you'll see all over the media, oh, they even have black eggs. They don't. They have light pale to pink eggs. The media covers that and promotes it, but that is not what an Ayem Cemani egg looks like. Inside the egg, however, after the baby has hatched, often you will see like a fibroid pigmentation, like little spots inside of the eggs, like I show in my slideshow. You can just see how strong that fibroid is on those babies. It is transferred on and stained the inside of the shell. Since social media has taken over the world, the Ayem Cemani exhibitors are becoming popular with that. So our popularity with this is hoping that we can get these qualifications in and get them added into the standard of perfection. So in conclusion, I just wanted you to meet our gorgeous Black Betty here and show you what a unique, rare individual she is. She's on the rare and endangered species list. And I hope that I have inspired others to be part of the conservation. Really try to help a species that is dying out and try to not do it over profit. We're not for profit. So we would just like to exhibit the birds and keep them breeding forth in the right direction so that this species will stay forever. As you hear, their babies are hatching next to me. Thank you.